Hello everyone, MacLeod here with another story from the realm of the dice. Today we're going to look at an intriguing story that includes the dirty deed, Dungeons & Dragons, and exciting finales. Let's look at the post. Backdrop. Been running a campaign for a group of folks found via local Facebook tabletop RPG groups. I let too many people in and realized it too late. 7 players is just so draining for reasons that aren't relevant to this post. However, because of that, I announced that we were starting the final arc a while back, and after we were gonna do non-5e stuff. I did this because I want a break from 5e, not hating on it. And 3 players already expressed they only play D&D, nothing else. 2 of those players are power gamers that refuse to RP and basically never roll less than an 18. 1 doesn't pay attention or plays Switch during session, ultimately just people I was ready to not DM for anymore. Their styles didn't fit the type of story I want to play. Very good on the DM to recognize this and finding a different table. Train conductor of this rank. The rogue traits, suspiciously high rolls all the time, never roll less than 18, controversial opinions. Stage 1. Leaving station normal, next stop station awkward. During final dungeon crawl to Big Bad Evil Guy 2, characters use Featherfall and jump down a deep pit to Underdark. Rest take time to get down. 2 characters, the cleric and the rogue, then have sex while waiting for party in-game. Which I hate and didn't think I needed to explicitly ban, but anyways. That weekend we were all getting together for a river float in real life. We've done stuff as group before. I bow out last minute. Then find out that the cleric and the rogue got trashed in real life and actual adult activities ensued. So now, sex has happened in game and out of game. Superb. No way this goes bad. Stage 2. Leaving station awkward, next stop, station cringe. The cleric and the rogue have a very brief in real life relationship, which she, the cleric, ends due to the rogue being super freaking clingy and needy. Like, freaking out if she didn't respond immediately, and saying if she didn't respond in X amount of minutes, he would come to her house to check on her? She ends this. Wow, that's a big yikes. We skipped 2 sessions, 1 per week, 1 due to illness, 1 due to other players being weirded out by the romance situation in real life. Stage 3. Betrayal. And last night was it, the finale, the Big Bad Evil Guy, culmination of months of story and campaign. It was also our first session since the romance and breakup between the cleric and the rogue in real life. I was anxious how this awkwardness could spill into game. I committed to just running the finale for those who showed up and praying everyone would just be cool and keep the drama out. After the finale, the rogue would be leaving due to not playing non-5e systems. Sounds fine. Awkward, but fine. Everyone's being cordial and happy, so I think everything is good. We start the Big Bad Evil Guy fight, and the rogue is doing a very good, almost too good, of a job avoiding damage, conserving resources, and topping health off with potions or requesting healing. He gets visibly frustrated when they learn boss has a second phase fight. Keeps asking if boss is about to die, looking impatient. Maybe he's just bored? Oh, that smells like a cheater. Players get distracted with in real life stuff. The cleric regales stories of a in real life romantic encounter with a person who had a giant Confederate flag tattooed on their chest. Reactions occur. The rogue then gets offended and begins to lecture us on the Confederate flag not being bad and stuff. I'm not asking to debate anyone on this, it was not an appropriate topic for this game table. Then with no input or desire from others transitions to a new topic, none of this game related, that racism isn't real. He continues ranting about this, while me and other players are making eye contact and having silent conversations, basically amounting to, what the F? He stops talking long enough for me to bring attention to the game. You know, good on the GM for trying to bring the game back on track during that trash heap. Oof. As about to beat Phase 2 boss, the Big Bad Evil Guy's weapon, basically a magic plant that feeds off people's psychic energy, opens, signaling a new user can enter to wrest control of this weapon from Big Bad Evil Guy. However, they know that whoever does this will have to choose between ultimate power or sacrificing themselves to kill it. The cleric had told me weeks ago she wanted to sacrifice herself but didn't tell the party. She took the opportunity to enter and start this process. I was about to switch from initiative to narrative when the rogue says,
Can I do something?
I respond, "What do you do?" The rogue,
I stab her!
the cleric, aka girl who dumped him,
In the heart!
and in the stunned silence, and awkward laughs assuming this is a joke, he and his in-real-life son announce they've been planning to betray the party. Son doesn't seem to have a clear grasp of the plan besides kill party, and keeps asking the rogue, his dad, what to do. At this point, I failed as a DM. I didn't shut it down. I kept asking the rogue why, hoping to keep this as a roleplay encounter or find a way to salvage it. Nope. Other players are pissed now, and they roll initiative, and PvP starts. This was meant to begin an epilogue scene, not this. The rogue and son proceed to kill rest of the party. I eventually picked up my jaw from the ground and moved it back to narrative, and resolved it as best I could very, very fast. Everyone's mega done at this point. Nobody's happy. My phone's blowing up from players texting me, WTF, and asking if I knew about this. I did not. I would have shut it down. The rogue and son are proud of themselves, and then stand up and ask if we're meeting next week. No. No, we need a breather, guy. So that's my train wreck. I now have several new rules to add to my session 0. Also, other players and I have discussed retconning the ending without the rogue and son, and resolving that narratively for closure. And that's the end of the post. Man, that was a trash pile and a half going off the rails there. I do have to say that at least the DM acknowledges that they should have done a session 0 to figure this stuff out in the future. I believe that in most cases, it is assumed that things like sex and other adult acts should be a fade to black setup unless explicitly being stated otherwise. Like the default should be fade to black. Simply because imagine the scenario that you have to sit and explain to your friends how an explicit sex scene plays out in real time. It's not a very pleasant thing to do with friends whom you share nothing sexual with whatsoever. And it's not to say that sex cannot be part of a D&D game, it absolutely can. It just needs to be cleared before the game starts. That's a very important part. It's also very hard to keep drama out of the game once people keep playing and have had history, but, you know. Good on the DM for getting a good learning experience out of this. And that's it for today. I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.